Welcome back to another video, guys. It's Game here, and today I'm going to be trying to hopefully teach you guys how to get easier triple and double kills in Advanced Warfare multiplayer. Now, why are they useful? Well, triple kills are very useful for getting camos because you need around 50 for each weapon to get a certain camo. I think it's called concrete or something like that. And I haven't seen the camo or anything, but I know it's a very difficult challenge. Obviously, you have to get 50 triple kills, which seems insane. You know, 500 long shots, that's pretty difficult, but 50 triple kills, that's just wow. So, I mean, double kills not too much. You can get them anyway. They're useful. I feel great when I get double kills. It just gives me a good feeling, and obviously you get XP and stuff like that. So it's useful in that respect, but it's not like you don't have to get it. There's no real purpose behind it as such, whereas triple kills, you need it for those awesome camos like Diamond and Royalty, which is what this playlist is all about. Right now, there's a playlist. If you want to go and check out the playlist, there'll be a link in the description, and it should be actually in the playlist right now. So you can check out all the other videos like long shots, headshots, how to get that stuff easily, because that is absolutely peas and carrots compared to this. But I spent a ton of time trying to configure it and kind of trying to make it and smooth it out and make it really useful and really easy. And while it's not super easy at all, I found it a lot easier using this guide. And so here we go, guys. Here's my guide on how to get triple kills, and obviously at the same time double kills. I'm not going to really talk about double kills, but you're going to get them at the same time. If you're going to get triple kill, you're likely to get double kill as well. So shout out to Top Gunner CL. He's the one who asked me to do this video, and he's helped me learn some things, and I'm glad I did this video because it's made me find it easier to get the camos, and hopefully the same for you guys as well. So if you guys find this tool helpful, I've spent so much time trying to put it all together and make it work and make it just right. So I would really would appreciate a like. Thanks, guys. That's all I ask from you guys. You can subscribe to it if you haven't already, because that really helped me as well. But thanks. Anyway, the first thing you're going to want to do is jump into a match of either free-for-all, hardpoint, domination, or momentum. Now, I would definitely recommend momentum, and here's why. Now, the other modes, you want ones where there's high enemy flow, and things like domination, you got 3 flags. Obviously your team's going to capture like the first flag straight away, and the enemy team normally splits up into like 2, so that'll be 3 and 3, and that doesn't account for other things like them dying or things, and so it's a minimum of 3 and 3 group, which means you've got to kill all 3 enemies while they're rushing towards you to get the flag. It's just too chaotic. And then hardpoint is I don't know, it's just not very good. Momentum, there is like no score limit. Well, obviously when you capture all 5 flags, that's when the team wins, unless you go to overtime, and then if no one wins, then it's just a draw and the game ends. But apart from that, it's a really long ass game, like just carries on for ages, which is really good. It gives you lots of time in the game, which means less time in the lobby and stuff, which is absolutely great. And finally, you have to keep getting the flags. If enemy gets a flag, then you have to go and capture that back before you can continue. You have to basically capture all flags. That you start with 2 and 2, and there's one neutral one in the middle, and then whoever goes for that will tip the scales. Now, the thing is, why it is so successful in momentum is simply because it's a big flag that you have to capture, and you really do require all teammates for it. It makes it so much easier, because if you die, the counter's going to stop. It's not like domination where if you come off the flag it will stop. It remembers where you were at on the dial, so what percentage of the flag you've captured, and if no one stands on that, it will stay where it is, and if someone stands, it will continue from where it left off, so which is cool. I really like that. And also there's a feature where basically, like, if an enemy stands on the flag that you've partly captured, it will have to undo that before it goes on to the next bit. So that's really helpful as well. You know, different from domination, just makes it a lot easier for you guys. Now, what should you do? So definitely momentum, because you get enemies packed together in a tight concentration. Whereabouts on the map? I would like to say normally around the middle of the map, where there's the middle kind of flag, wherever it may fall. It might not fall in the middle. You'll find one place where there'll be one flag, normally centered. There'll be a massive, like, it'll be tight area where the enemies have to be concentrated. For me, it was on Detroit, and it was the flag by the big, like, staircase. I don't know how to explain it, but it's inside. It's one of the only, like, flags inside, and it is so useful on that map. Now, why is it so useful? Well, because you've got 2 exits and a window, or 2 entrances and a window for the enemies to come from. If you come from the bottom steps, guys, and come out around the side, and then through there, you can easily kill them. Now, the fact that they're in a low room with like a low ceiling is great, because it means they can't boost out the way. They're limited and they're dampened with their exo ability, so they can't jump out the way or can't do anything. You're less likely to be missing them when you're trying to shoot for them. So that's absolutely great straight away. Secondly, it's just the fact that they're packed together means they have to be pushed together, which means you need to use less bullets and stuff like that, so it's very good to have them inside in the building. Alternatively, something like Green Band, I got so close, I got so many double kills, which I thought turned into triple kills, but maybe I was probably about a second off making it a triple kill. So green band, the bit in the middle where there's like a circular, I don't know what to call it, but there's like a circular wall, I guess. No, that's not the right word for it, but anyway, and then there's a flag by that, and then, you know, if you try and capture that, the walls around you, obviously you can walk through them, it's like a maze, but the walls make it so that it's quite a tight area, which is absolutely amazing, so that's very, very useful. So really you want to go for kind of areas on the map, or like mainly focus on areas on the map where it's tight, where you've got like when you're in like a building, so that it means that the enemies can't move around too much, stuff like that. Onto the actual class setup itself, if you want to do well, I guess you want to follow what I did. For me, I found it most useful when using my weapon, which is the Bell 27, along with a foregrip, which means there's less kick, which means there's less recoil, which means you can aim on target more, which is absolutely necessary for this. Secondly, stock, which I use on most of my classes. In this sense, is not to dodge out the way or to make sure you can't be hit. What it kind of is, but mainly what it is for is to aim down sight and actually walk faster, like to walk around the corners faster. So when you walk trying to get these triple kills, what you want is to be aiming down your sight and walking around the corner while aiming down your sight. So no boosting, no jumping, because it means you can be shot. They'll see you first and they'll be able to react faster than you can. So that's why you want to do that. And then, interestingly, you guys may be like a bit confused, but I went for extended mags. Now, on the Ball 27, you normally get 32 rounds, but with the extended mags, you get 48, I believe. So that was actually really good, because it means I get like an extra, like 16 bullets, which, trust me, is really helpful. The amount of times I've got a double kill and then got a few bullets and hit markers on the third enemy before having to reload. So if you have extended mags, you have more bullets and you have a freedom with a couple of extra bullets. Literally, most of the time when I don't get a triple kill or 3 kills very close together, it's because I'm literally out by about 1 or 2 bullets that I need to shoot into these people because they're very low health, but I haven't quite finished it. And by the time I reload, it's way past triple kill and they probably would have already killed me because I'm reloading. So you really want extended mags. They are so useful for getting this, because the more bullets you have, the more likely you are to get the triple kill. You know, because you can just shoot one enemy quickly, shoot the other, and then shoot the other, and then hopefully not have to reload in between. So that's very, very useful. I just went for the combat knife, you know, no kind of secondary or anything like that. Just keep it simple. Because as well, how annoyed would you be if you got the first kill with your primary weapon and then you ran out of ammo and you had to switch your secondary weapon and got the last 2 kills with that and then got a triple kill? How annoying would you be? How pissed off would you be if you got a triple kill but only 1 kill of that counted, so it doesn't count as a triple kill towards your camos for your weapon that you're trying to get the camo in? It would just annoy you. So stay away from that altogether. For wild cards, I'm just going to go at these now. I've got perk 3 greed, perk 1 greed, and primary gunfighter, so I could have all 3 attachments. Now, in terms of perks then, I went for low profile. I don't really know why, I like staying off the radar. I like using it so that you don't get picked up by UAV, because a lot of people use UAV, and if they can see you, they'll probably know when you can come around the corner, whether that's threat detection or direction or something like that. So it just makes it less likely for them to know where you are, and it just makes them a bit more of a surprise when you're coming at them and shooting them. So secondly, just lightweight, absolutely excellent as well, just because you want to sprint around these corners to get to where you need to as fast as possible, as well as boosting, obviously, exo boosting, obviously, but you can use the lightweight as well to sprint faster when you're on foot, because some areas it's not useful and it's really doesn't pay off to use the exo boost. So for the third tier perk, I went for toughness, which means less flinch. So basically, if an enemy's shooting you, you know, you don't want to be getting flinch when you're trying to get these triple kills, because it means it's going to take longer for you to react to that, and if you do survive by a miracle, you're going to not get the triple kill because you took too long flinching and you took too long killing one enemy, never mind 2 or 3. So then finally I used the blast presser, just makes it a bit stealthy, very useful perk, and you really don't realise how useful it is until you actually see other people not using it. A big red ring shows up on the map if an enemy boosted behind you using the exo jump. You really want to use it. It suppresses the exo boost so you don't have that as much noise and you don't show up as a ping on the radar when you use your exo. So that's very useful. And then for the exo abilities, I just went for the exo stim, because okay, it only lasts for about 10 seconds or even if that, but it's very, very useful. Now, why is it so useful? Well, you can obviously use overcharge to make it last for longer, but I thought I would just leave it as what I got and just add exo ability to that. So using exo stim is very useful, because if you turn on this exo ability just before you enter the room where you think you're going to have the fight and hopefully get that triple kill, or try to go for the triple kill, if you do that, then you're going to be activating exo ability, which is actually going to give you extra health for a temporary time. So it's only about 10 seconds, I think. but it gives you extra health. So many times as well, I've come close to, not only have I come close to getting a triple kill and then running out of bullets and having to reload, I also have come very close to getting triple kills and then just got shot by like one extra bullet, where if that person had not shot that one bullet at me, I would have probably got the triple kill. So using extra stim is really useful. It boosts your health higher than normal, and I find it also, like, if you're really badly damaged in terms of health and you turn that on, it like heals you really quickly as well. So it just means that you're less likely to die while you're trying to go for it. So if you remove the likelihood of running out of ammo before getting the triple kill and remove the likelihood of dying before you get the triple kill, that's 2 major wins for you, and it means you're more likely to be successful in getting this. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much everything. You just want to get in the mind frame of trying to go through these triple kills. The one you saw on screen, I don't know whenabouts it popped up, but it said like efficiency, and I got like this was like a completely spur of the moment thing, because I thought the match was about to end and I was like, oh great, that'll have to be another match without trying to get this triple kill. And then bam, it just happened. I don't know how it happened. Most of the time it feels like you kind of have to line up for it to actually happen right. But if you just keep running in and keep sprinting into momentum, like the middle flag where like it's compressed into one area, you've got 3 enemies or more in one, and you keep trying to go for them but do it successfully so you don't just run in and die, then that's absolutely great. Now, like I said on pretty much all of these kind of tip videos, don't worry about dying. You can make that up another time. Triple kills are extremely hard to get. If you use this guide, it's going to make it easier, and I really hope it does. Let me guys know in the comments if it is helpful. You know, I've done other guides recently and people have said it's helpful, so hopefully this is the same as well. If you find it different or if you find something a lot better, please let me know, because I would like to do an update video or something like that, or you know, whatever. So let me know. I hope this is helpful. This, I think, is the best way to go about it as far as I know for now. No one's really done a video on it. I looked up how to do it. Even on Black Ops 2 there isn't really anything, so this is my guide and I hope it's helpful. That's been my time though, guys. I hope to see you guys on another video very soon.